What's up, you guys? It's Zoe.
It's your boy Shu.
So we got a couple of things that we finna just drop and tell you guys because we've been talking about things with ourselves, and we have not been putting out enough content. So we just want to be dropping you guys a little bit of content today on things that we have been talking about throughout the week. So today we want to talk to you guys about things that you have been striving for, but in the end it's not something that you really wanted, or it's not something that you thought it was. So we want to talk about a time on that.
Yep. So, first example, I used to not, I'm a very reserved person, and I used to think like maybe I should have friends or people around me just to make myself feel better. You know what I'm saying? Over time, I started getting out and doing more things and stuff like that. And I started getting a lot of friends. But over time, I still felt something missing inside. I still felt lonely. And it was like, what's going on? Because I got the friends, I'm having a good time. I'm drinking, I'm doing whatever. But I didn't feel like myself. And it was that moment when I thought like, wow, maybe it's not about having people around you. It's about the love for myself that I was missing. So that's when I came to a turning point. Like, okay, I need to focus more inside of myself than outward. That was the whole problem all along. So me gaining my friends, that really didn't do nothing for me. It was me gaining a friend inside of me that was the most important, and that's what helped me and got me to this point and made me become more enlightened. And ever since then, I've been loving myself and I've been loving life ever since. You know what I'm saying? So that's one example, and that was, you know what I'm saying?
I can agree to that because I had my point in times where I thought that friends was the lack of why I didn't communicate with people or nobody wanted to be around me. And sometimes I still think that, babe, you can agree on that, Sometimes I still think that I need somebody around me in order to feel some type of way or feel comfortable, And that was a struggle that I had, but leading to like you said, liquor and drugs, that wasn't my path. I didn't feel like myself, and it made me look like a whole different person that I really wasn't. And once I started seeing that imagine that people put out on me, and I know that was not me, I had to change my ways because that's not how I carry myself. I know that's not how I carry myself, and that's how whoever I was around carried their self. So I felt like I needed to remove myself from that circle. It's a lot of people that have a hard time removing themselves from around old friends because it's like they've been in the friendship for so long that they feel like, what am I gonna be without this person? Who I'm gonna hang out with without this person? Like, who I'm gonna tell my deepest, darkest secrets to without this person? And it's like you don't even need a person, not even a significant other. Like, you don't even need a person to know yourself. You just have to talk within yourself and understand yourself. Jot down, write. We all have a notepad in our phones, or get a book and write about things that you know about yourself, things that you kind of know, the calm and the good and the bad, stuff like that, just to get to know yourself better, because it's not always like going out and drinking is not always the best perspective or the best go-to, because that might not be you. Now, if it's you, then that's a whole nother story, But I don't really think that's people. I think that's just people hanging with the wrong crowd.
Yeah. And another example that I learned in my life was, I started working and started getting a little bit of money. And then I got the house, I got the car, I got the good jobs. But, I was living by myself, you know what I'm saying, at the time. But once I acquired all of that, I thought it would give me validation as a man of, I'm doing what I'm supposed to, and, I'm living my life. But when I got all of that stuff, I felt like something was missing. I felt something wasn't right. And, years into it, I was praying like, God, like, can you please like show me what to do? Show me how can I improve? Like what's this that I'm missing inside of my heart? And eventually, you know, he sent me the most beautiful gift I could ever have, which was my woman here. You know what I'm saying? Over time, I understood the value of family and having, you know what I'm saying, responsibilities and having a child. And those things, it really blessed me. It really gave me purpose in my life because it made me feel complete. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like you said, all of the house and the job and the money and the car, it didn't mean
It didn't
nothing.
matter. None of that stuff mattered. And what really mattered was, you know what I'm saying, love. You know what I'm saying? And having a family. And that really is teaching me a lot. Like, I mean, we could be homeless and have nothing, and I would still be happy with my life being with my family. So, that's another example for you guys of having stuff, and it didn't really matter. Like, it doesn't really make you feel complete. It doesn't really do anything for you. The real things is the things within, and the
things that's gonna make you happy about
make you
yourself.
feel better. And,
Yeah.
you know, following your heart is the most important thing that you could do in your life. You know what I'm saying? It really puts your life in perspective and puts you on the right path to success.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I have an example, and then this is gonna be the last, you know. So I always had a thing of trying to be the perfect child in the family, you know, trying to be perfect for everybody, trying to make things happen, you know, try to give off the best, you know, and look to everybody in my family. And you know, I always felt like I wasn't making them happy enough, you know. So I would get, you know, try to get a job, you know, I would try to do things like clean up, you know, try to do little things to make them like happy. And I started to see that wasn't enough to make them happy. So that was like kind of a disappointment. But I feel like now that I have a family, and it's like every time I go off and do my own thing, that's when I make them happy. So now I'm starting to see that me being myself and stop trying to be somebody for somebody else is what's going to show the happiness regardless. It's going to show the brightness throughout the darkness. It's going to show it. So by me just following my own instincts and, you know, doing whatever I have to do for my family and doing whatever I have to do for myself to make me happy is what make others happy. So I stopped trying to, you know, paint a good picture out to other people. If you don't, I say, if you don't like how I am now, then you just don't like me, because I'm giving you the real me. And if you can't handle the real me, then you're not meant for me. I'm not meant to be in your circle. You're not meant to be in my circle. So that was another disappointment that I had in my life, but I found out that, you know, I always gotta love myself first. You know, and I found that out too by being with Shu. Like, he taught me a lot of things while being in this relationship, and I love, like, sometimes letting him lead, because it's some things that I don't know and I don't be aware of myself, and he just pointed out like that, and I'm like, dang, how do you know? You know, other people said this to me, because that's not me being me. And you could, you know, a person can point out the fake, you know. So I just love that about us and myself. You know, I stopped doing that. I stopped trying to impress people. But yeah, y'all comment below about things that you achieved that you was striving for, but only to feel disappointed by the success. Comment below on that.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, you know, so you can, you know, turn on the notification bell so you can get it when we upload our videos. You know, turn on your notifications. You better take a. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had this little acid that we trying to come out, and be scrambling. But
we love y'all.
We love y'all. Stay positive. Stay woke. Stay black and beautiful. Stay encouraged. You know. Keep up with your mental health. We'll be back with another one.
Peace.